Hi, welcome to Psychosocial Creation, where we create a social space to talk about psychology. And today I am going to be talking about myself. Alright, so today we're going to have an interview, we're going to have some questions thrown at me randomly, and we're going to see what I'll say.
What is psychosocial creation about?
Psychosocial creation is about where we create a social space to talk about psychology, interviewing people, getting to know about the psychology field, certain terminologies that may be confusing, having a community of people who are interested in psychology. Psychology is all about emotions, thoughts, feelings, and behaviors.
What kind of content can your subscribers expect to see from you?
The content that you'll see is fun, interactive videos that will feature psychology facts, psychology current research, and up-to-date information about policy. But that sounds all boring. But in addition to psychology and how it affects my life and how I can help others understand their mental health, their well-being, and impact people's lives in a positive way, and always spread love and happiness, and that's the goal of life.
So how did you get into psychology? Tell me a little bit more about your background.
So how did I get into psychology? Well, everyone told me to go into psychology, and I was like, no psychology for me, because I really wanted to work with the LGBTQ population. I was going towards a medicine route, so I was pre-med for quite a while, and where it all started was I cold emailed professors around my area and just asked, can I volunteer? Can I learn? And so the only one that responded to me was UCSD, UC San Diego, as a community college student, driving about 40 minutes twice a week back and forth, and learning about operant psychology and how groupthink works and how research actually works. So my first psychology experience in the formal sense is through my volunteer as a community college student working in operant psychology behavioral lab under a graduate student at UC San Diego. But I definitely didn't go into psychology right away. I was very anti-psychology because everyone told me to go into psychology due to my interest in working in the LGBTQ population. And I learned about psychology in my psychiatry internship at UC San Diego Health. And through the psychiatry medicine involvement and experience, I really was interested in the psychology aspect of the human behaviors, thoughts, and emotions, and how the whole situation could be shaped differently if thinking of mental health tools to help one's medication and psychotropic medication regimen.
And I'm sure that opportunity led you to many more. What other research opportunities have you had since?
What other research opportunities have I had since? So I currently have 9 years of research under my belt. Woo-hoo! 9 years of research! And I have a long list, so bear with me as I read my list. I've had experience with HIV, substance use in adults, media exposure, and sexual violence with youth, in addition to sexual assault victimization among college students. I've also had experience working with autism and cognitive functioning.
Did your educational path lead you to psychology, or?
I had an associate's degree in math and science transfer studies, a bachelor's degree in critical gender studies, and I also was pre-med. In addition to, I took a gap year to find myself, and I did a post-baccalaureate program in psychology and social behavior, and that's currently where my educational background is at. I am on the verge to apply for graduate psychology programs, specifically in counseling psychology program, and looking towards going towards a PhD in counseling psychology. And the psychology background that I've had as a counselor, a mentor, as a supporter, I've been a group facilitator for fluid sexuality, pulmonary arterial hypertension, idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, the LGBTQ mentorship program, in addition to currently working with HIV positive Black men who have sex with men. What are my goals? What are my future goals after gaining a PhD? So I plan on conducting research into being a therapist and providing mentorship, creating videos like this and speaking to an audience. And I really would like to be a public speaker and speak to those who aren't aware about identity, who aren't aware of mental health issues, and especially my main primary motivation for all of the work I do is to decrease suicide among LGBTQ populations, trying to help create support services and leverage that number to be less disproportionate to the general population. And so definitely decreasing suicide rates among the LGBTQ population. In addition to minorities and those disadvantaged populations that are disenfranchised by the idea of heteronormativity and patriarchy and institutionalized systems of oppression. But we'll cover all those terminologies in another video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and don't forget to comment down below. Don't forget to share, subscribe, like, and comment below. Thank you. Please.